Hello, Booktube. My name is Courtney, and welcome to my channel, Emerson Family Reads. This is a brand new venture for me, starting a Booktube channel. It's called Emerson Family Reads because in my household there are 5 people. There's my husband, myself, I have 2 stepchildren, a 16-year-old son and 12-year-old daughter, and we also have our very own baby boy who will be 10 months old tomorrow. He'll be turning a year old on May 3rd. So we've got a lot of varied reading experiences right now. Even my husband and I, there's a 15-year age difference between us, and that can mean a lot when it comes to what we read and how much we get to read and that sort of thing. So I thought I would do a new booktuber tag, and the one I'm going to do is from Catalyst Reads, Michael over at Catalyst Reads. His first question, who are you? Who is the first person that motivated you the most to create your BookTube channel? The person who motivated me the most is Peter Mon at Peter Likes Books. I love Peter. I love watching his videos. I love his enthusiasm, and he's so real. He doesn't edit anything, which makes me feel like I could do this because there's no way I know how to edit anything ever. So he's the one that's really motivated me to want to do this. Number 2, what's this? What were some of the first channels on BookTube that you watched? The very first channel I came across, the very first BookTube experience I had was a little over a year ago. I found Richard Denny at Richard Media Geek. He was Richard's Book Nook before that, and something else before that, but anyway, he was the first. I never knew BookTube was a thing until I found Richard, and y'all, I just fell in love with him. I binge watched all of his videos. I can remember just, watching Richard video after Richard video after Richard video. I never knew this world existed on YouTube, and I'm a reader, and I thought, this is amazing. So Richard was definitely my first introduction into BookTube. Number 3, remember that time. When was the first time you knew reading is something that you truly loved? I have loved reading since I was very, very, very young. My mother is a big reader. She's the reason I'm a reader. But I think the turning point, and I'm sure this is the case for a lot of people my age, I'm 25 years old, my first big reading experience was with Harry Potter. And I know this might sound a little cliche, but it's true. It's true. I was in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, very, elementary school when I picked up Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And then I grew up with the books. I was at midnight releases with my mother. Again, my mom, the big reader, and she spoiled me too. The new book was out, and instead of getting one copy that she would read, she'd have it done in 24 hours or less, but we would get 2 copies, so I didn't have to wait a day to read the new Harry Potter book. And then I grew up, with the movies too, and they were, coming out around when I was that same age. I think I went to the final premiere when I was, 18, 19. I could do the math, but I don't want to. So Harry Potter was my first. That's how early I can remember. But I read all the time. I loved being taken away to someplace new in books. Let's see. Number 4, where there is a will, there is a catalyst. Where do you get most of your books from? What factors go into your book purchasing decisions? I get my books from the ones that I own. I get from Goodwill, and our library has twice a year they have a big book sale, but they also have a little room where books are for sale. That's where I get most of my books. And not all Goodwills are created equal when it comes to books. The county that I grew up in, that Goodwill, nothing as far as books. Very small selection. I don't think anyone in my home county reads. But the county that I live in now, that Goodwill I can go to every week and find good books, stuff that I didn't see the week before, and get things. So as far as factors that go into purchasing decisions, because I get my books from such they're very inexpensive, a quarter, 50 cents, a dollar, I can go out on a limb a little more with books that, I've maybe heard of, but, aren't sure what they're about or if I will like them. I don't feel like spending $1 on something that I may not like is a waste. It's not a huge gamble spending, not like spending 10, 15, $20 on a brand new book and then not liking it, because that sucks. Let's see. Number 5, the have and the have-nots. Had you waited a long time before you started your booktube channel? I never thought I would start a booktube channel. When I found Richard, year and a half ago, so something like that, year, 2 years ago, I never thought I would start a channel. I mean, I've watched YouTube forever, it seems like, and I never thought I would have my own channel or put anything out there. So it's only been in the last week or two where I've thought, I really think I want to do this. It's something fun. I'm a stay-at-home mom now, which is a new thing for me. I've been a stay-at-home mom since last November 2017, and this is something that can bring me closer to make some new friends, have discussions with people. I talk to a 10-month-old all the time, so having adult conversations is good for me. Let's see. How many is too many? Question 6. Is there a certain amount of subscribers that would overwhelm you? Views or comments? I would probably freak out a little if I got, 100 subscribers. Numbers aren't what's driving me to do this. So, I might freak out a little, with excitement. Like, oh my gosh, my video got 100 views. I've got, 50 subscribers. How cool is that? I would definitely do that. But wildest dreams, if you're talking like, in the thousands, that would be a little overwhelming for sure. Number 7, do or not do, there is no try. What will be your greatest challenge when it comes to booktube? Having the time to read books, film, edit videos, watch other channels. I think my greatest challenge is going to be probably not comparing myself to other booktubers. I'm very self-critical, in that it's just the way I am. So I think comparing myself to other booktubers might be a challenge for me. So it's something I need to stop doing. Regardless of what it is. I shouldn't compare any aspect of my life to someone else's. But just being a little self-critical. But I don't have any problem with, sitting down and talking. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm really excited about it. Number 8. Finally tell us something about yourself. Well, my name is Courtney Emerson. I am 25 years old. I will be 26 in August. My birthday's in August. I have a wonderful husband. We have been married almost 5 years. There are 3 children in my house. I have 2 stepchildren and my baby boy, who is the most perfect little thing ever. Let's see. I am very, very outgoing. I am very loud, like volume wise. I am very loud. My natural speaking voice, my bass line is pretty high up there compared to the other people in my life. It's kind of what I'm known for. I'm also a really big nerd. I am a big proud nerd. I am also a proud Hufflepuff. Badgers represent. Um, and Star Trek, all incarnations of Star Trek, big Star Trek nut. So you want to talk nerdy to me in the comments? We can be nerdy together. Make your selection. Number 9. What are you currently reading and or going to read next? I actually pulled out my book. I just finished reading Assassins by Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins. This is the 6th book in the Left Behind series. I wanted to read this series this year. I started January 1st, and we're just into March, and I'm already on the 6th book. So I've been going through them kind of quick. But I'm taking a break from this series at the moment because I am currently reading People of the Lightning by Kathleen O'Neill Geer and W. Michael Geer. This was actually a recommendation by my husband. My husband, we own a lot of the Geer books, especially the Tales of the First North Americans books, and I've never read any of them. And I always try to, if my husband recommends something, I do try to take time to read it. So this is what I'm currently reading. I'm about 100, right? A little over 100 pages into it. I'm really enjoying it so far. I've never read anything quite like this before. I mean, in high school, I don't even remember reading a whole lot of Native American stories. I mean, you learn the history, but this particular book is about the Florida Native Americans, and I don't remember even in the history portions learning anything about the Florida Indians. So really liking it so far. I'm really excited to keep going with that. And number 10, who do you tag? Well, anyone else that stumbles across this video who is never, who maybe is a certified Booktube lurker like me and has thought about doing this, hey, do it. Guy, girl, anything in between. And let me know what you did. I'll check out your video. So I will link Richard and Peter and Michael, the channels that I have listed. I will link those in the description box below. Leave me a comment, say hi. I'll say hi, and we will get this party started. All right, you guys have a good day. Bye.